everybody, so this is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Everybody give a round of applause. I really enjoyed this book and I hope you guys will stick around for this one. I'd never known about Zora Neale Hurston until I arrived in America, and I've been very fascinated by her. So this book was published in 1937 and wasn't really a big part of literature then, and later on, after her passing, after Zora Neale Hurston's passing, Alice Walker actually rediscovered her literature, and she has since been a very celebrated author in the Black literary space, in the African American space, and just her work has been a huge anthem of how Black women continue to navigate this thing called life. I just quickly want to highlight some of the things that this book comments on. So it is religion, which I guess is what they keep looking towards. Their eyes were watching God. Community development, colorism, gender politics within the private space and also the public. We also comment a lot on love, and yeah. It's so important for writers to give insight on the context in which they are writing, and I think Zora Neale Hurston does that exceptionally well. You can't run away from the effects of slavery. These people are still very damaged human beings. They're still highly problematic human beings. The main character is Janie Crawford. I think it's such a memorable character name. I don't know why. I just, when I think Janie Crawford, I think powerful, I think forward thinking, I think of a woman who gives herself permission to unapologetically live her life the way that she does. Janie Crawford is a slave baby. We first meet her when she is in her late teens, so I think she's about 18, 19, and her grandmother wants to send her off to get married to a man, and her grandmother's reasoning is that she needs to not marry for love, because there essentially is nothing called love, and the fact that she doesn't have the choice to choose love. So she needs to marry for protection. Her grandmother also has a reason as to why she believes that you need to marry for protection rather than love. You know, she was raped, and so was her kid, which is Janie Crawford's mom. They were raped. So Janie Crawford goes on to marry this man. So Janie has 3 marriages or love interests throughout the story, but the very sweet one or interesting one is the relationship she has with Sweet Cakes, who at the end dies, unfortunately. And most of the story takes place when she's back home and she's telling her friend what has happened. Why is she back? How did everything happen? She's claiming herself. She's claiming her space, and I like that a lot about this novel. Honestly, the most outstanding thing about the book, more than the stories and more than the topics in which it covers successfully, so I think is the use of language and just the sophistication of Zora Neale Hurston's writing. My goodness. So I want to mention that if you're going to pick up this book, give it a chance. It took a little bit of a hard time for me to get to the rhythm of the writing, and I was like, oh my goodness, what? Because she writes very unapologetically in Southern African American dialect, and so that can be quite difficult if you're not familiar with that. And also, this is in 1930s, so you can imagine. So, but there's a sense of appreciation that I have for this woman and this book and why she chose to do that. So she has this, she gives us an image of people, Janie Crawford and all her love stories and the society and what happens, and then the narrator. So these people speak in this dialect, and all of these blah 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 blah, blah things, and then the narrator just soothes it with this profound English. But remember, this is Zora Neale Hurston doing this. It's just so beautiful. So I want to give this book a 4 out of 5 star. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.